Hey, everyone, welcome on. Okay, today I wanted to do a tangible training. So, welcome on. My name's Sarah. If you guys don't already know me, creator of Social Jane Media, and perhaps you are watching this inside of Social Jane, the free Facebook community, or on the Social Jane YouTube channel. So, either way, say hello in the comments and feel free to share this with anybody who might need to see it. But today we're talking about an all-in-one platform that has allowed me to stop duct taping my marketing together. If you know, you know. How many, put in the comments for me, how many different platforms, apps, how many different places do you have to go in order to do something for your business, right? Whether it's book a consult call, create a landing page, put together an email that you send out to your subscribers, creating content like videos and all of that kind of stuff. How many different platforms do you work with on a daily basis? I'm telling you, it's ridiculous how many different platforms there are out there. And if you're not careful, before you know it, you will have 20 logins and you'll be paying subscriptions for 20 different things. And let me be real with you, you're not using all of them. And the reason I know that is because that was me. I had probably at least about 5 to 10 things that I log into to do video editing, to record videos, to write emails, to do landing pages, to do my podcast, all the different things, right? I had all these different places I was logging into to do one task. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I having to log in to all these different places and duct tape all of my marketing together in order to perform one task? Like, why? Why am I doing this? So I decided, it was just one of those things on my mind where I'm like, there's got to be a better way. And thankfully, of course, there always is. If you are open to the possibility that something can be easier and simpler and more streamlined, then those possibilities will present themselves. 100% happens every single time. You just have to be aware that the possibility is there for you. And before you know it, your reticular activator is activated and you start witnessing what you have chosen to become aware of. So I wanted to share with you guys today. I'm going to do a screen share. I'm going to show you the inside of GoHighLevel. This is the all-in-one platform that I have transitioned my business to. It's also the platform that a lot of my clients have started to transition into as well, because they recognize how frustrating it is to log into all these different places to get one job done. Now, I'm not saying this eliminates every single app and every single platform that you're going to need, but it is essentially all of your marketing pieces that you sort of do on a foundational level. Everything can be done inside of this platform, and it's less than $100 a month. That is a winner. All right, so I'm going to share my screen and we're just going to kind of play around in there. And if you're not ready for an all-in-one platform and getting your business just working smarter and being able to log into one place and do all the things that you need to do, then you don't have to watch the rest of this training. But if your ears are peaked and you're like, I am sick of logging into this and this and this and this and this and this, and the list goes on to do one freaking task, then let's tune in, right? Pay attention. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to dive in. So this is the dashboard of GoHighLevel. What I do love about this, now this isn't a reason that everybody would need it, but this is an agency platform. So where it says switch to agency view, I could have multiple accounts living inside of my full login. So let's say, with me being a branding agency, if I have sub businesses, like sub agencies that I want to create and have operate entirely, all have their own calendars, their own email campaigns, their own workflows, their own websites, all of that, I can have sub accounts live inside of this one login if I so choose. Now, most of the business owners I work with, they have their one business and that's all they need. And so that's fine too. This is great for that as well. So I have my business here, Social Jane Media, and this is just like the launch pad. So you can see that You can hook up your Google business, you can hook up your Facebook, and you can do Instagram and TikTok. We'll get to that in a second. It can also help generate leads from like Facebook ads and all of that. You connect your Stripe account so you can do all of your selling right inside of here. So if you are a business that only does like digital goods, digital products, downloads, services such as coaching, all of that, like you don't need Shopify. You don't need Etsy. Like you don't necessarily need those things unless those platforms are helping to physically ship items out for you. You don't need them. You can open up a free account on Stripe. You can put the products right inside of GoHighLevel and you can sell like that. And you're only paying the Stripe like processing fee and you're not having to pay for a subscription for that. So let's get into, okay, I'm going to go to conversations. Now, if any of you guys see your names on here, I apologize, but you're on social media. So what we're going to look at is, we'll go into this message here just because I know that her and I talk. So Leah, she was our recent podcast guest. Actually, this week on Wednesday, her episode aired. And if you guys didn't catch it, it was so good. Like so good. I'm going to have her back on for a special episode really soon. But she was talking about, she's a matchmaking love coach. Anyways, podcast episode was phenomenal. Go find it on Spotify or wherever you listen. It's called Branded. So what's really cool about the conversations tab here, you heard me mention that you can connect Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and TikTok and all of that. Now, you don't even have to go into the apps like Facebook and Instagram to have your conversations available to you. So if I wanted to, if I was just working on my desktop, but I still wanted to stay engaged with my social platforms, I could come in here and I could reply to messages that have come through my Instagram or my Facebook business like profile right here. I don't have to go to the application itself. I also, this app, our GoHighLevel itself has its own app that will give me the conversations. It will also tell me when appointments are booked. So I can get alerts on my phone if I really need to as well. So that's an incredibly cool function. There's unlimited calendars, which is like one of the main reasons I was actually thinking about transitioning my business to an all-in-one platform. I was using Calendly previously. It's awesome. It's a great service. But I was at the point where I wanted to have multiple platforms. And so I didn't want to start paying for it. And so I was thinking to myself, why do I want to pay for yet another service? Why can't I consolidate all of these into one place? Well, boom, here you go. So you can do unlimited calendars. So when you go to calendar settings, you'll see that there's just space to do whatever you need to do in here, which is just so freaking cool, right? And you can even charge if you really wanted to. Like this was just a example that I put here, but you can charge. Like let's say you don't do free consultations because your Stripe account is connected, you can charge people for these consultations and it can all happen right here. You can create the calendar, you can take a payment, you can create an automated workflow that does all of the next steps, sends them an email, gets them into a membership portal, sends them a download, whatever you need to do, you can do right here. So the calendars are super easy to use. And then you can like link your Zoom. So that way a Zoom link is automatically generated when someone books a specific like type of calendar. And you don't have to worry about, did I remember to send them the link? Did they get the link? Gosh, I don't know. It's integrated. Your Zoom is integrated. If you use Google Calendars, it's integrated. So that way appointments don't overlap. Like it's phenomenal. The calendar has been incredible. I use it to book my podcast guest. I use it to book consultation calls. I have one-off like consultation calls for specific clients and projects that like coaches that do their own thing that want to integrate branding into their businesses. I offer consultation calls specifically for their clients. I have a whole calendar just for them. It's dedicated to them. So if you're somebody who needs multiple calendars and you're paying for a service outside of all the other stuff you're paying for, this could be something to consider. And then let's see, let's check out contacts. Super easy to import and export email contacts. I'm going to get off of this page because it tells, it shows some stuff that's personal. So on the contacts tab, what I'll tell you though is, oh shit, I clicked on it. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. On the contacts tab, what I will say though is you'll be able to see the full conversation. So like if I was to tap into one of those contacts, it would open up and it would tell me all of the tags that have been applied to them. It would also tell me all of the activity. Did they opt in for a form? Did they download something? Did they book a call? What was the activity that got them into the platform? And also it will show you like the email communication, whether they've received your email broadcast. You can also email them personally straight from that contacts tab. So if you pop into somebody's contact and you're like, okay, I need to communicate with just this person, you can do it right there. You don't have to go build an email. You can just write it right there. It's so cool. So I'm going to jump down under payments. That's where you would connect all of your Stripe products. And so that's just what it is. You don't necessarily need to see that at the moment. Opportunities, you can create pipelines. That's something I've yet to do, but it's on my mind and I will be doing it very soon. But you can create pipelines, kind of like if you use Trello and you have a Trello board that you move people down the row, you can sort of create a pipeline of opportunities the same kind of way inside of this platform. And then marketing, couple cool things you can do under the marketing tab. The social planner, this is where you can actually schedule social media content. Not only can you schedule just a regular static standalone post, you can schedule stories to Instagram. You can schedule reels. You can schedule TikToks. Like, hello. How many people are paying for schedulers? You have this, it's built in. Like it's really freaking cool. So if you go to do a new post, you can create, just a new post, social planner templates, AI content. Like there's some cool shit you can do in here. And I've only scratched the surface when it comes to using this as a scheduler. But damn, is it really, really cool. And it will tell you if something was failed. Like let's say I needed to reconnect one of my platforms because it's been 30, 60 days, whatever. And sometimes you just have to click the button to reconnect. It will tell you something went wrong. We're experiencing issues. Please try it again. And it'll allow you to try to repost it, or you can just, go to the platform and do it. But it will tell you if it failed for some reason. It will show you what's scheduled, what was approved, recent posts that you did. Yeah, so here's it shows you everything. It's a really cool function. And I know a lot of people out there get content overwhelm, and being able to schedule out your stuff is pretty freaking useful. And then emails, I'm inside of this tab all the time. You've got templates and campaigns. So under the templates, this is where you would build out, like, let's say someone's downloading your freebie and you want to automatically send them an email that's like, thanks so much for downloading XYZ. Here's the link to it. Be sure to get into our Facebook community, all the things, right? You want them to automatically get that email. You can write up a template that has that verbiage, that copy, the links, all the things. And then you can create an automated workflow right inside of here with what you just created. So I have a couple different email templates in here. I'm looking to transition my brand vibe quiz. Right now, everything comes from Aweber. So if you do the brand vibe quiz, that's on socialjanemedia.com. It's right on the homepage. If you do that quiz, the auto email that you get is coming from Aweber. Now, I just downgraded my account from the pro down to the free version. And that's all I need it for right now, is because I want that email to still be pushed out whenever someone does the quiz. But eventually, I'm going to transition that into GoHighLevel, because why wouldn't I? And so I've started doing some of the emails here for the different types of results for that quiz. I also have like confirmed podcast guest booking. So when someone books to be a featured guest on the podcast, the email that they get, done, already written and inside of an automated workflow. There's so many aspects to creating automation in a really smart way that allows your business to operate and run without you having to have your hands in it constantly. It allows me to show up as the human to continue to get people featured on the podcast and not have to be writing these emails when someone does book, right? So it's really smart. The templates are a fantastic place to have a good, maybe anywhere from like 2 to 10 templates of things that you would normally want to just automatically have sent to people when they book an appointment, when they buy something from you, when they download something. What is that verbiage? What's that email? And they're going to get it. And then campaigns is where you do all of your actual emailing. So you can create a new campaign. What I do a lot of the time, because the way everything is laid out in the actual email itself, is I'll make a copy of my last email. So for example, the business beat that I send out every Friday, that has a particular layout to it that I want to continue using, and I don't want to have to recreate every time. So now that I've been emailing regularly, a lot of my templates live here as opposed to being in the template section. But I started in the template section, right? Like I created this business beat as one of my very first templates, actually. And then anytime I have this little microphone here, that's my podcast episode. So I'll clone that one. I just come over here and I clone it. And then boom, I've got the whole layout for the email that I need. And if you're ever like, what did I do in this email again? You can come and just preview stuff, whatever you did. Like this was the podcast episode from this week with Leah. And this is the layout. And I can't make any of the edits here because it's just a preview. But if I actually go into the episode itself and go to like edit it before it's sent, obviously, now that it's been sent, I can't edit it. But I could make a clone of that and then I just make my edits. So the emailing is fantastic. And then you could do trigger links. Like, so if you have a particular link you want to embed inside of something, you could have it set up to trigger an action of something else. I haven't played with that just yet, but it is another piece of automation that you could implement. So under automation, that's where all your workflows are happening. All of your automated email sequences, when someone downloads the Find My Lead Magnet freebie that I have, they get an automated email sequence, right? So these are pretty cool. And what I love about all of these different platforms, people get really nervous about switching to new platforms, thinking they're just not going to get it. Let me tell you this. Every single platform has relatively the same function. And I'm not a super, super techie person. I'm a problem solver, like by nature. So seeing things in front of me that I don't understand doesn't really freak me out. It kind of makes me intrigued and interested and like I want to learn. But I'll tell you, like, give yourself permission to play and to like fuck up a little bit. You're going to make a mistake. You can always reverse it or delete it or start over. Like, it's okay. You don't like, it doesn't have to be perfect the first time around. So when I first got in here, I was like, whoa, this looks so different. The automated email sequencing, like how it does it, it's so different than what I'm used to inside of using Aweber. Guess what? I learned it's not that hard. And the functionality is exactly the same. The idea, the concept is the same. It's just where you find the information, slightly different. So if someone opts in for the Find My Lead Magnet, so like they go to socialjmedia.com, they go to the resources tab, they click on download to download the Find My Lead Magnet, they fill in their information, boom, what happens next? They get an email. That happens because I did this. So you have to, of course, trigger the workflow, just like in Aweber or ClickFunnels or Flowdesk or wherever, you have to set a trigger. What's the trigger that's going to create the rest of the actions? So in this case, it's not that they get triggered by a tag, but they get triggered by an actual action. So the action was they've submitted a form. The form was the Find My Lead Magnet form, right? Now you could have a trigger that is they booked a call, they purchased a product. It's all sorts of different things that could be triggers for you here. And then I add a tag that they're a new lead. I have an email that goes out to them, and this is a template that I created. Find My Lead Magnet opt-in. Boom, they get their email. And then I have it wait 30 minutes, and then they get a more free gifts email from me. I could create a workflow that goes on and on and on, but I don't do that because I know that I'm regular with my emailing. And so it's not as needed that I have a workflow that's, 5, 7, 10 emails long, because I know that they're going to be nurtured from me within probably 48, 72 hours. They're going to get another email from me because I email on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays anyways. So you really have to determine what's best for yourself when it comes to how robust those workflows are, because it also can seem confusing whenever you have a workflow that is super long, but then also you're emailing on a regular basis. So people are getting it's almost like competing information against yourself. It would be like posting on social media every 30 minutes, doing a new post and expecting people to see it, engage with it, and want to continue seeing it. It's a little too much. So I would be mindful about that, but you can also do whatever you want to do. It's your business. So under the sites tab over here, you've got unlimited funnels. You've got full website capabilities. You've got blog capabilities. You can integrate your WordPress site that already lives out on the internet. You can integrate it right into GoHighLevel, and you can eliminate the site hosting that you have, because GoHighLevel will host your website. So you don't have to pay for another website hosting thing. It's already here. All you have to pay for annually is the actual domain name that you're utilizing. The rest of it, it's taken care of. You've got unlimited forms. So like opt-in forms would be here. Surveys, you can create a survey, AKA a quiz right here. So I've started actually building out the brand quiz inside of here. Now I'm still in the testing phase of whether I want to fully move my quiz into GoHighLevel or not. Right now it's inside of Interact, but I'm playing with it because it has the capability. So now I'm just kind of fine tuning if I really like the way it looks, if I really like the flow and the functionality. But the fact that it's there, it's freaking awesome. I'll show you guys this. So this is where I built my website. I built it from scratch, no templates, although they have them. They have really fantastic templates, but I have my whole website right here. And you bet your ass every single time I have an update, let's say right here, the podcast page, when I rebranded my podcast, do you know how freaking easy it was for me to come in here, edit my podcast page of my website by just swapping out some photos, changing some text, save, refresh the screen, done. I've never had a website functionality that easy in my experience. Now, I'm not also, like I said, incredibly gifted with tech. It's something that I can learn, but for any business owner who doesn't want to constantly have to pay somebody to manage their website, this might be your answer, because it's easy. Let me give you an example here. I'll go to the podcast page and I'll show you how easy it is to make some changes. Okay, so obviously I had the edit of the podcast cover image. So by clicking on this, right, you can see that there's these elements here, and it tells you what you can copy it, you can move it, you can delete it, whatever. So over here, you're always going to have your edits will pop up automatically when your element is selected, what you want to edit on it. It will pop up on the margin for you. So when I scroll down to the image, I can go right here and go to my media library, and I can change out this image right away. Like super freaking easy. Here, let me grab, this is what I had before whenever I was in the process of like the rebrand hadn't happened yet, but it was about to. And so I had this up for launching soon. Now, let me save this. And then I'm going to go to socialgainmedia.com and I'll show you. Like it's live immediately. You go to the podcast page and boom, launching soon. That's how easy these edits can be on your website. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. Like I'm really kind of fed up with like how complicated some of the tech stuff has gotten for us doing business. And it doesn't have to be that way. Like it can be simple and to the point. And like I went in here and I had to change some of this text. I mean, you could just highlight this and type whatever you need to right here. And you see all these edits just popped up when I highlighted that element. And then I have right here, you'll see it says custom HTML. It's kind of hard to see because it's blue. This won't show up on your preview, but when you go to the live page, so you'll notice I'm going to refresh this and that image is going to change because I changed it. Boom, changed back. And then you'll see that where it says come join us, that HTML code, this is live. Like you could click play and you could listen to this episode right now. I have it embedded in the website. So there's a lot of cool things that you could do with these sites that, you know, you don't have to have all the crazy techie stuff. You can do it all right here. It's really created a much more accessible version of tech that I am just absolutely loving. All right, it's taking a minute to load. And then let me see if there was one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Oh, there's something, I haven't started playing with this yet, but under memberships, you can have courses in here. So if you're somebody who does like digital goods, has a coaching program, any of those things, you can put products and offers inside of here and sell them. So last year I got Thrivecart as something that was housing like one of my courses because I needed a place to put a course and I didn't want to spend an arm and a leg on it. And I hadn't found this yet. So unfortunately I hadn't, but I put everything in Thrivecart. So I know a lot of people use Podia, Teachable, Kajabi, like there's a ton of platforms out there and I'm sure they're all great, but they're probably all a little bit expensive too. Like I looked into Podia and Teachable and they were a little pricey and it's just holding your courses. Like it's not doing all the other things. So for me, that just doesn't make sense for my business. But you can do that here. You can do your courses and put them all right here. You can even have your own community. You know that we talk about the importance of building your business off social media because you want to be able to own your business. You don't want it to be at the mercy of social media, right? You can create a community right here of everyone who has purchased your products. So instead of creating a Facebook community for all the people that have bought your thing, you can create a community right here and you can put people in it automatically after they buy something. Like you don't have to do the work. You don't have to add them to it. You can have an email that goes out that says, hey, get in here, go log in. Now you're inside of the community. And then you build inside of that community. Like the opportunities are freaking amazing inside of this. So I am going to stop there with the review of GoHighLevel. Now, if you're somebody who's like, I need to see more of this, just say so. Like, I'm happy to share more and more information. You guys know that I'm an open book. I'm very willing to be transparent about my business, how I'm running it, what's working for me, what's not working. And if you're ready to like get into Go High Level, let me know. I've been getting on these kickoff calls because the support team is phenomenal with Go High Level. Like the tech support team is awesome. And so with my clients that have been like, I need this, let me get in right now. I've been getting on calls with them so that way I can support them and I can talk to the tech team and we can ask the right kind of questions and we can get their stuff set up in the right way from the get-go. Because what's the point of using another platform that you don't know how to use, right? Like nobody wants that. That's fucking useless. That's pointless. That's something that this company, this platform has done such a phenomenal job with is as soon as you sign up for they do a free 14-day trial, by the way. As soon as you sign up for that free trial, you're getting an email, you're getting a text, and it's like, hey, be sure to get onboarded ASAP. We want you learning and we want you understanding how to use the platform. There are no other platforms out there that are doing this. You sign up and they're like, cool, whatever, like just got another sign up. They don't care about supporting you in the same way. Now, once you're a paying client, yeah, then they're like, you're a VIP and you're at the top of the list and we're going to give you all the support you need. Well, what about in the interim whenever I was like just trying it out and now I determined it's not for me because I got no support and I don't know how to do it. So that's one of the things that really, really pulled me in with this platform was how incredibly supportive they are when you're in the free freaking trial. So, anywho, let me know if you want some support with this. If you are using a bunch of different platforms and you're sick of duct taping your marketing together, jump into my DMs. I'm happy to help you. And also, this is a little aside. I know a lot of people are running like with affiliate marketing these days. It's big, as it should be, right? It makes sense. It's really smart to do. So if you're someone who's really into multiple streams of income and affiliate marketing and learning digital marketing and all of those kinds of things, this is also really fantastic for you as well because this is an affiliate program too. So if you're a business owner helping other business owners, this can be another stream of income for you and for them if they do the same thing, right? So I hope you guys found this helpful. This was really fun actually to run through. And I know that I've got a couple of my clients here inside of the Facebook community that I hope you're watching this too, because you need to be knowing how to use this stuff too, so you can really operate at your best. But all right, guys, until next time, my name's Sarah. And if you're not inside of the Social Gen community, go get your butts inside of there because the guide section is where everything lives and you can just binge watch all of our past trainings. I dump everything in there every week, so it stays pretty up to date. But yeah, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day.